See How They Run. Now, I'm not going to lie, I absolutely love a mystery film, especially with something that's got like a whodunit kind of story, because I enjoy learning about context and backstories, especially of characters before the incident happened, during it, and also the twist and everything that leads up to that throughout the story, and just understanding the motives and the reasons, and also just the consequence in the aftermath. And I just love anything to do with Dame Agatha Christie as well, whether it's a biopic about her or if it's an adaptation on one of her works. So there were a number of things that ticked a lot of boxes for me in terms of excitement and anticipation, but on the same score there hasn't really been much of a build-up going into this film apart from it being connected to Agatha Christie and its ensemble cast. So See How They Run is set in the West End of 1950s London, in which plans for a movie version of a hit play comes to a halt after a key member of the crew is murdered. It then becomes up to Inspector Stoppard and Colonel Stalker to solve the mystery as to who committed it. Now, when you start watching See How They Run, you'll be able to tell that it looks pretty much like a Wes Anderson film because of the colours and the visuals and just the way that the film is represented in terms of the cinematography and how theatrical it looks. And because obviously it's set in a theatre and it's a story about a murder mystery, as well as being a murder mystery within the story, it plays it well in that respect, and he got that part correct. It also reminded me a lot of Rian Johnson's Knives Out. It's still a very niche and very, traditional murder mystery, and the film was directed by Tom George, who makes his directorial feature film debut, having previously done episodes of TV shows, documentaries and short films in the past. And in this film he does implement some unique strategies, such as a split screen in which it focuses on characters which are offered in the same scene, so it just allows us to get more of a perspective and a reaction, particularly to certain moments in which there are questions about the mystery or certain conspiracies around it. You get to see their reaction. It plays in your mind as a viewer, who did this? Is that person really reacting genuinely or are they not? Whereas in a lot of other mysteries you just have to keep guessing, and here you've got to keep guessing, but there were just certain moments through certain split screens that gave us another perspective of not just that, but also certain moments leading up to the murder and also the aftermath as well. There was also some snappy editing here and there as well, so that was quite creative. And because of how theatrical the film is, the narrative wasn't taking itself too seriously. It's based on The Mousetrap by Agatha Christie, but while that's in the film, the play, the actual structure of the story, in this case See How They Run, is actually the Mousetrap itself. It's inside the film, and the clues that we get are simultaneous to the clues and the revelations that happen within the play at the exact same time that we see on the screen. It makes references to the source that it's actually based on, so in that respect it is a film that's meta. The main criticism I would have of the narrative was that it was let down by the poor execution, because yes, it's only 90 minutes long and you got to know the characters in such a short space of time, but you just felt a little bit disappointed. You were hoping for something to erupt and something to, be like, oh my god, and just be really shocked by the revelation. And I know we were going to get the inevitable twist, but you just wanted to feel that, and for me, I just didn't. It just felt rushed, and then it just felt anticlimactic for me, and that's why I think let it down. I think if the film was a little bit longer, maybe say another 20 minutes, and the characters were a little bit better developed, particularly the supporting ones, then maybe we would have been in more for a shock or more of a surprise. But I just felt like, nah, I'm not too sure. And maybe it's because I've watched so many films and TV shows like it, but I just didn't feel that. It just didn't stand out any differently for me in that regard. Now, that being said, there were things that I did really like about this film, and that was the acting. So Sam Rockwell plays Inspector Stoppard and is someone who's good at what he does, but on the same score he has a personality that's very, very unique and different and very twisted in the ways of how a normal traditional detective would be, and that creates humour. And I felt Sam Rockwell did a really good job in this film, in which he absolutely nailed the British accent without slipping once. Not even moments when he was portraying the character as very drunk. And as an actor anyway, I've always found Sam Rockwell very underrated, even before he won the Oscar, and I felt like this is one of the best ones he's done in quite a while. And alongside Sam Rockwell, Saoirse Ronan plays Colonel Stalker, and what an actress she is fast becoming, from an Oscar-nominated child star to one of the biggest performers in Hollywood today. And Sam Rockwell had his fair share of moments in creating the humour for this film, but I felt like it was her who was the central core of it. And in this film she played the daft role, but it wasn't represented as something stupid, nor did it downplay the fact that she's a young woman involved in solving a murder mystery. It was more the inexperience of youth and naivety that got us into this character, and the comedic timing of Ronan's performance was absolutely fantastic. and it really set the tone for the chemistry that she shared on screen with Sam Rockwell, and also just the general tone of the film. And also other ensemble cast members in this film included Adrian Brody, Ruth Wilson, Reece Shearsmith, Harris Dickinson and Shirley Henderson, some of whom portrayed characters who were real life people within the industry. So while See How They Run wasn't necessarily the most ingenious and creative murder mystery that I've ever seen, it was a particularly good film in terms of the humour, and that's why I think it was just purely good entertainment from start to finish. And it was just a nice escape, and that's exactly what the film was trying to be, and that's exactly what it is. It's about Agatha Christie's work, but it also pays homage to it in its own unique and extraordinary way. So what did you think of See How They Run? How do you think it compares to other Agatha Christie works? How do you think it represents it? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, if you did want to enjoy this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe for more, and to have a notification bell ticked so you're notified when I upload a new video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody.